Hi there folks, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel if you're a subscriber, and thank you for being so, and also thanks for some of your excellent comments just recently. In this video I'm going to answer a couple of those regarding the last video. If you're brand new to the channel, I hope you enjoy this video, find it useful. If you do, click that subscribe button and you'll get updates on future videos. This video is going to be kind of a follow-up to the last video that I did, which is all about, or was all about, Rfactor2's amazing new release candidate, which was released just yesterday. It's amazing because it's brought a feature that we've been waiting for a long time, and that is live track temperatures. Yep, we've finally got it. The track temperatures now affect, or rather the ambient temperatures now affect the track temperature, which affects your tyre temperatures. Now, in that video, I did a couple of tests to see if it actually did affect the tyre temperatures, and it did, but they were short stints. And I've had a lot of people responding on my video and also on the forums that I posted it on, saying you should have done a longer video, or could you do a longer video with longer stints on track to find out if it also affects tyre wear, as it should do. So I've gone ahead and done that. Just to let you know, don't worry, because obviously you don't want to sit through laps and laps and laps and laps and laps to find out what happens. So I go out and I do the laps, and I'm doing it in 11 lap stints, and I just show you the results, so you don't have to sit through all of the laps. So to do these tests, what I did is I took the Ferrari 488 GTE, because also we've had the new tyre update to the GTE cars, and I'm using this car because the new soft tyres on this car wear a bit quicker than the old soft tyres, so I thought it'd be useful to use that car. We're going to Donington Park because I used it in the last example and I know the track well, and I set up two 20-minute qualifying sessions. So what I did for the first qualifying session is I went out and I did 11 laps, and I had the temperature consistently set at 0 degrees all the way through, and also the sky set at overcast, so it remained cool all the way through. Then on the second test, I then reset it all to clear skies to help keep the temperature high, and then went and set all of these values to 60 degrees, as hot as it will go, and went out and did the second test. I'll show you the results in just a minute, but I have a question for you guys out there because it's really been confusing me. Now, if you set the temperature to 60 degrees, okay, and then you go and load up your track, I was getting a little bit confused about what the temperature is actually measured in, because there in your setup screen, obviously it reads 60 degrees, but it doesn't tell you whether that's Fahrenheit or Celsius. And you might think, well, why? Well, the thing is, at 60 degrees ambient temperature, that's hotter than the hottest recorded temperature on Earth ever, which was set in Death Valley, which was about, I don't know, 53 or 56 degrees, something like that. Humans cannot really withstand any length of time much more above 42 degrees, as bad things start to happen to your body and your brain. So anyway, when you get to the track, you see that rather than just 60 degrees, it says 60 degrees OC, suggesting it is Celsius. But like I said, that's ridiculous. Ambient temperature. There's, you know, you'd have to have a track in the Sahara or something, I don't know, or Death Valley to get anywhere near that. So I want to know what you guys think of this, because it brings up the question, because if that was actually Fahrenheit, 60 degrees is only about 15.5 degrees Celsius. So that's not very hot at all. Loads of places hotter than that. It's hotter than that here now in the UK, much hotter. So you'll see here that the track is now, the track temperature is dropping, even though the weather is at 60. You'd expect the track to be hotter than the ambient temperature throughout the day as the sun beats down on the track all day. And I can imagine the track temperature getting to something like 60 degrees Celsius, because tarmac, when it gets hot, can burn you, you know, melt the bitumen and all sorts. So what do you think about that? When you set temperature, I don't know if this has been implemented correctly or not. Are you actually, should this mean track temperature? Because surely it can't mean ambient temperature. And as you see when you get there, the track temperature is at 60, but it immediately starts falling. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Here are the results. I'll show you the results after 11 laps in the cold first, and then the results after 11 laps in the warm. Here you go.
The lap time was 1:28.
Right, so as you can see, I'm now on my 10th lap. Just completed 10 consistent laps, doing about 128s, 129s, driving comfortably, reasonably fast, but not comfortably. No big slides or spinning the wheels or anything like that. And as you can see, we've got tyre wear now at well, we've got yellow tyre wear on the front left at 79. The rest are around 81 to 87. And you can see the temps are still quite low. Obviously, this last lap I'm driving really slowly because I'm talking to you guys. So that's with the track starting out at, or the temperature, the ambient temperature starting out at about 0 degrees. And carrying on at 0 degrees with overcast skies throughout the session. And I've actually just realised this is, we're going to end on lap number 11. So I'll have to do that on the next test as well. And we'll just see what the temps and wear is when we get to the start-finish line, just as we round the last corner. Okay, so there we go. And that's our qualifying lap allowance anyway. So yes, 78 on the front left, 82 on the front right, 81 on the rear left, and 87 on the back right. And temperatures, whilst I was driving, we were between 50 and 60, only getting up to like 60, you know, whilst going around corners. But yeah. So let's now go and see, let's just jump out of here. And let's just see what our track temperature is at. That's at 2 degrees. So that's with just me, the one car going around the track. Right, so now what I'm going to do is reload the session. And of course, change our temperatures. That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate. Thank you very much, Jim. Crew chief. So we put it to 60 degrees this time, and to keep it hot we're going to go for clear skies. There we go, and we'll load up the track and try that all over again. I don't mind doing another 10 laps because I'm really enjoying driving Rfactor 2 at the moment. It's just feeling fantastic, what with the new tyre updates and the new track temp updates, and also the pretty recently released tracks like Donington. It's absolute joy, to be honest. The lap time was 1:29. Okay, so here we are on 4 seconds, slower than your lap 10. As you can see, lap 10 again, this time in the sunshine with a hot track. And if we look down at my tyre temperatures and wear, significantly more wear with the hot temperatures. So 3 tyres are now on yellow. So the front left is now down to 69. And I've been driving the same way I did last time, you know, reasonably consistent. My lap times got faster by about nearly a second. The track's been a lot more grippy. It feels totally different. But yeah, as you can see, my wear, left front 69%, right front 76, rear left 80, and rear right 85. It's the only one that's still in the green. And tyre temperatures have been consistently
cold, watch out.
basically between around 80 and 90. Whilst I've been driving around the track. So there's quite a big difference there, and it's raised a few questions in my mind as well. Let's just see what I was driving reasonably slowly at the end of the last stint, so let's just see what the tyre temperatures and pressures are when we cross the start finish line, exactly as we did last time. So there we are. So yeah, the tyres are a lot hotter there, and remaining so as well. So when we stopped last time, they were in the 40s. They're now in the mid 60s, and we've got a lot more tyre wear. So to answer folks' questions regarding the tyre wear, and people who asked about the last video, yes, it does definitely work. Now, I'm just going to go and jump out and see what the track temperature is now. Right, so it's telling me that the weather is at 60 and the track is at 50 degrees. Now, this is the question that brought up in my mind.
2 minutes.
Because I thought the temperature, if it was, when you set the temperature and you got between 0 and 60, I thought it must be Fahrenheit. Because at 60 degrees, everyone would be dying. I think sweating stops, the natural act of sweating to cool your body stops at somewhere after 50 because it just evaporates too quickly. But it's saying up here 50 degrees OC Celsius, and I'm wondering whether now that they've implemented the temperatures, it's 53 on the track, so the track's cooled a bit. I can imagine the track, because tarmac can get boiling hot, I can imagine that getting up to you know, that kind of temperature. But the ambient temperature at 60, yeah, I'm not sure. What do you guys think about that? Is it actually the track temperature? So when you, let's come out of here.
That's right. The end of the session. Pole position. Nice one.
So there, where you set the temperature, is that actually track temperature? Because surely the ambient temperature is not 60 degrees Celsius. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. What do you guys think out there? Anyway, hope that's helped answer some questions. And also, if you're still here, hit that subscribe button. Honestly, if you hit the subscribe button, it costs you nothing. The more subscribers I get, YouTube then might pay me some money, and then I can afford to buy better stuff and make better videos for you guys, better graphics, everything. So yeah, subscribe, and thanks to all of you who already have. But yeah, hope it's answered some questions. I'm still overwhelmed. That we've now finally got this feature in Rfactor 2. It's amazing. It's great. It's great.